Hey YouTube, it's echobear and welcome to the first day of Flower Week. Pretty much this is where I'm going to be reviewing everything related to flowers and or plants. So this is something I mentioned over my vlog. If you want me to hear me explain it a little more, go over and check that out. I'll leave the description over here so you guys can check that out. I'll leave a link with it too. Why would I just leave a description? I'll leave a link here so you guys can go check that out. Today, to kick it off, we're going to start with Lunar Flowers. And this app is wonderful, so let's get into the serious stuff. So Lunar Flowers is made by NetEase Games, and the first version that I can find of it being released was on September 21st, 2015. And as far as genre goes, this is definitely a puzzle game. And honestly, I'll talk about it in a minute, but if you guys like puzzle games and like that type of genre, this is definitely something that you should check out. So as of right now, I can honestly say that Lunar Flowers seems to be a spiritual successor to Monument Valley. Not in the way the puzzles work out or anything, but just visually and overall feel to the game. It feels very similar and gives you that same kind of feeling of adventure but loneliness at the same time. And the art style, oh my gosh, the art style of this game is absolutely gorgeous. The animation is wonderful, the visuals are beautiful, the colors that are used are just absolutely perfect for every scene, every mood it wants to convey. Everything that's going on is just so vibrant and absolutely beautiful. And living in a time where games are just barely starting to get back to really colorful palettes rather than really unsaturated, dark and gritty stuff, like this is a perfect example of how to re-implement color into a game but still get a really good emotional feel from it. So just from visuals alone, this game is absolutely incredible. And then you throw in the gameplay aspect. Pretty much the game starts out, you're using literal lunar flowers to guide your character through the sky and to get to different places by solving puzzles using these flowers. They're pretty self-explanatory to start with. It guides you really simply through the mechanics without any words. It just starts really simple, really slow, but then you get the plot that these dark flowers have destroyed some of the moon and now you have to go retrieve lunar flowers to fix it. So it's also a really, really wonderful example of how to do storytelling without words and more through actions. That's always so hard to do, and I know as a writer how hard it is to portray stuff without using words or just verbatim telling players what to do. So being able to see this game, like, no words in the tutorial, no words to establish plot, being able to establish something this big and powerful, like right from the get-go, is really very impressive to me, so kudos to that. As far as gameplay goes, like I was saying, it leads you through it, it gives you the tutorial really quickly, you figure it out, and throughout the whole thing, the puzzles are kind of right in front of your face, but you have to figure out how to make them happen correctly. Because it's kind of like a connect the dots scenario, but you also have to make sure it's in the right order, it's the right shape. Can you get back to this other section to finish and make sure everything connects? Otherwise, you either get a game over and have to restart the level, or it just makes it take a little longer to get to where you want to go. And also, it doesn't just stick to these puzzles. I'm fairly far into the game right now, and it changes as it goes through. It gives you different types of puzzles, it gives you different challenges, but they all still interact under the same guise of wordlessly teaching you but making it hard enough that it's a challenge. Plot-wise, honestly, I'm really excited to see how this resolves. This game has just a wonderful feel of adventure and mystery and kind of somberness all the way through it, which again is further backed up by the music within this game, which fits everything really, really well, like everything else in this game. It's wonderfully orchestrated. At times it's really sad, quiet piano music, and other times it speeds up to fit the mood. So everything going on in this game is just absolutely wonderful. There are a couple things that I have slight complaints about though. There are a couple of places in this game where it gets really slow because you have to retry over and over and over because either it's difficult or fast-paced. But the time it takes to reset these or to let the game work through with what it needs to do to reset that takes a little longer than it feels is necessary. I wish it would like swap over faster, get going again faster, but that's just a tiny bit of critique that I have. Is it just feels like it drags on a little too long, it's not as snappy as it could be, or the reactions to solving puzzles or messing up puzzles and having them reset is not as quick or as well paced as it should be. But other than that, that's literally my only complaint. So this game is getting a 9 out of 10. It's absolutely wonderful, it's gorgeous, it's so much fun to play, and if you love puzzle games that are not hectic or random, then this is definitely something you should check out. It's wonderful and gorgeous, so I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go download it for yourselves and try it out for yourselves. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of Flower Week, my very first themed week, so I'm really excited about that. Yay. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and comment down below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!